Do you want to discover the 3 powerful life lessons from the Netflix Avicii documentary that can inspire your personal and professional growth? Then keep watching. Hi, my name is George. Welcome. A few days ago, I watched I'm Tim, the Netflix doco about the life of musical genius and DJ Avicii. This isn't a reaction video or a film review. Instead, I'm sharing some of my thoughts after watching the film and the 3 powerful life lessons that could positively impact the way you approach your personal life and career. I'm Tim is a soulful, touching celebration of Avicii's life, the meteoric rise to global stardom. He struggles with mental health, and we get a fly on the wall experience, which is absolutely brilliant, into the magical creative process behind some of his biggest hits. I really enjoyed the films, and at times it was difficult to watch. I was hoping for a different outcome when I knew exactly how it was going to play out. So whether you're a fan of electronic dance music or simply love music, this documentary offers deep insights into the realities of pursuing a career driven by passion, and in this case, the pitfalls of the music industry. Let's explore these life lessons using 3 themes as our anchor in more detail: purpose, perspective, and process. So let's start with purpose. Avicii's life is a critical lesson that even when you're doing something you love, it's essential to stay grounded in your purpose and not lose yourself. And this is easier said than done, particularly when things are going well. But to keep grounded requires that lifelong commitment to learning about yourself and the impact of those around you on you, and understanding why you do what you do, and importantly, how sustainable you are in your approach to life and work. Avicii, he was a generational musical talent, but his fast-paced touring lifestyle and his relentless work schedule and the demands of the music industry did take a toll on him, and he struggled to balance this passion and love for creating music with the pressures of fame and success. So here's a key takeaway. Your work should fuel your growth, not just occupy your time. If your work feels like it's draining you, perhaps it's time to reflect on how you're approaching your work and not just what you're doing. There's untapped potential when exploring both how you work as well as what you're doing. Many of us have experienced that feeling of being busy yet unfulfilled. I know I have, but it is in these moments when we learn more about ourselves and the impact of the choices we make. So ask yourself, are you clear about what truly matters to you, or are you chasing what others value? How does your work align with your personal values and your vision of a meaningful life? And if you are stepping into a leadership role, what are the 2 things you would focus on to create a meaningful impact on those around you? And let's think about it now for a moment. What's the one thing that is obvious to you that you could change today to be more balanced in your work and life? The second theme focuses on perspective. To expand his creative horizons, Avicii moved to the US. This shift not only progressed his career, but also exposed him to musicians from different genres like rock and bluegrass. Through these collaborations, he pushed the boundaries of his creativity. And as Avicii said, I've gone to a place where all music is possible. You can do pretty much anything, but still keep your own sound. For you, this raises 2 key questions. What simple change in your environment can shift your perspective and unlock new opportunities for personal growth? And the tip here is start with the small, obvious changes that could unlock new personal growth, and don't think it's always the big earth-shattering, big life change that you need to make. And secondly, who on your team or in your network might offer insights that you've overlooked, and how will you create space to learn from them? Finally, the third theme is process, and this is where it gets really interesting. Avicii's collaboration with Mike Einziger from rock band Incubus and American soul singer Aloe Black on the song Wake Me Up. It's a masterclass in creative collaboration. Check out this part of the documentary. It's absolutely brilliant. And for those of you that are not familiar with the song, it's a classic dance song with strong soul and country music influences. Now, this mix of genres brings something quite unique and memorable. And in just one day, they crafted the song that went on to top the charts in 22 countries. And reflecting on the experience, Mike said, "I was not expecting today for this to happen." And the beautiful thing for Mike, all this happened in his own studio, in his own place. And Avicii was this natural bolt of lightning. He had this creative force that drew the best out of seasoned world-class musicians, including Coldplay's Chris Martin. Avicii had this incredible understanding of the human condition required to collaborate in a meaningful way with someone he's just met, but he knows he's only got a small amount of time with them. It's a brilliant skill, and creating not just unforgettable music, but lifelong memories for them. The lesson? Be open to new ways of working in a collaborative way and allow space for unexpected opportunities and discoveries in your work process. Who you connect and collaborate with and how you problem solve determines your long-term success. Here are 2 reflection questions that you need to ask yourself. When was the last time you paused to reflect on how you collaborate with others? And how might openness to different ideas and approaches lead to extraordinary outcomes? And the second question, what habits are you building now that will define your leadership style moving forward, particularly in the way that you collaborate? Thank you for joining me in exploring these lessons from I'm Tim. What's one takeaway or action you'd like to apply today? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time. And as always, stay the course.